Okay, the first thing we're going to do is round out the bowl by taking the bumps out. Okay, let's take a look. Okay, this is a piece of oak burl. It's not a branch, but it's a burl off a black oak tree in Nevada City. Okay, and what we're doing, we put it in the bandsaw and cut it as round as we could. Now we're going to make it really round. And then we're going to flatten out the back, and we're going to put a tenon in the back so we can grab hold of it to hollow out the inside. We're rounding out the outside, taking off the rough edges. Okay, so what we did here is that when the bowl was the other way a little bit ago, when this was here and this was here, we shaped the outside and we put a tenon on it. And that tenon, you make the tenon so you can put the chuck on the tenon. So we were able to turn it around and put this bowl back on the lathe, and then I move the lathe to the end, and now come over here, and now what I'm doing is hollowing out the inside. This is such a big bowl, you have to have the tailstock on to hold it so it doesn't come off. And then what I've done here is I made it a little bit thicker than I usually do, the edges, because it kind of reminds me of like an Indian grinding rock. They're not razor thin, they're thick, and this looks like a kind of a rock. So now what I'm going to do is show you how we spin it and start hollowing it out. Okay, so it's a process of hollowing it out, then smoothing out the edges, and always keeping it the right width. We're going to make this a little wider at the top and keep it about a 1/2 inch thick going down. And then we got about 3 inches to go here before we get to the bottom. Then when we get all this emptied out and get this taken off here, we turn the bowl back around and put the foot and the tenon over here and the face over there like this, and then we shape the bottom of the bowl and the foot. Okay, so now it's all hollowed out. That was quite a bit of work. It took about 5 hours to hollow this out. And now we turn it around and we put it back in the lathe like so. And now we're going to finish the bottom of the bowl. Okay, we're going to clean up the bottom here. So it's concave in the middle so it sits nice and flat. Nice and flat. Okay, good. Then we sand it a little bit. We sand it like so, and like so. And then the next step is to take it out and let it sit in my basement where it's cold for about a month. Okay, here we have it. Okay, so I'm going to describe the bowl. First of all, it's been hollowed out, and it took about 5 hours to hollow it out. You'll see that there's an extra thick rim here because it's so big. You don't want it to break over the years, so you make it a little thicker. And it's a nice shape. It's a nice shape bowl. We got the front. We got the bottom. Well, we still got this little piece here because we're going to bring it out after it dries. And we're going to take this piece out and sand it a little bit more, and we're ready to go. Okay, so this is the 500-pound burl that bowl came off of. I got this from a guy who's a logger in Nevada City. So this is a 500-pound black oak burl that was attached to a dead tree up on Highway 20 in Nevada City. And you can see that it's over here. This is not a log, this is a burl. And so this is all got a lot of activity in it because it's grown on the side of the tree. And anyway, so this is a pretty big piece of wood right here. That's good.